Well, we know that in our hectic world, many people don't have time to cook meals. They take unhealthy takeaways, they microwave meals, they eat badly. And against this backdrop, Wayne Kaminsky started FitChef, so that no matter how busy the schedule is, your fridge can always be stocked with wholesome and nutritious food. That's the claim anyway. Well, let's hear if it's valid. Joining us in studio to discuss FitChef is the co-founder and the CEO, Wayne Kaminsky. Wayne, when did you realize that there was an opportunity here for you?
I don't. Well, actually, what I did was I solved the problem for my own life. And in about 2013, 2014, I just found that I was sick all the time. I was working way too hard, running around with kids, flying around the world, and just working too hard and just eating rubbish all the time.
Yeah.
So when you're on the road and there's no time, work is priority, you just eat junk all the time. So you're grabbing a pie and you're grabbing the most healthiest snack you can go for, sandwiches all the time. And I found I was just always sick and just feeling sort of really just under the weather. What I did was I started working or started planning to actually enter MasterChef. And I started doing a load of actual sort of cooking for myself. And I started to do 60, 70 meals on a weekend, like 45 meals sort of in one evening. And I'd stock my whole fridge and freezer with food. And immediately within about 3 weeks of sort of eating all this good food that I had, good whole food without preservatives and without the junk in it, I found my health changed. And I realized that all diets fail for one reason. If you don't have good food available right now, you will eat junk. So what I wanted to do was make sort of healthy food convenient. And actually, that's what I did.
Well, I was halfway to where you were, because what I realized the same, and this kind of business, you don't have time, so I would put Tupperware things and I'd put up vegetables, the meat, the right
Perfect.
measures and everything, put them in the fridge. Trouble is, couldn't make enough on the weekend, used to run out by Thursday.
That's it.
So Thursday, Friday, you start eating rubbish.
Good
again.
intentions, basically, without a doubt.
But, so how did you crack that thing about the time taken to prepare and then the cost if you're buying in?
Well, it was a load of experimentation, really. And I just sort of carried on trying. We just sort of made lots of food. We tried lots of recipes. We messed around with ingredients, trying to sort of figure out what would actually work. And just over time, we sort of tried to launch the company. And we launched it initially, and we said, okay, well, let's sell you one meal at a time. And I realized, well, actually, one meal at a time will never change your life. Yeah. We need, as you said, like you mean to cook and you mean to sort of plan ahead, but you end up sort of just cooking 1 or 2 meals at a time, and you've never got enough food. So what I did was I just went out and actually started producing food en masse.
So now you've got 2 boxes here. It looks like astronaut food, little capsules of things.
Yeah.
Now, is that a whole meal in there?
These are little sort of Friday shooters. No, these are sort of little shooters, good old health shooters. So these are ginger shots and 2 versions of ginger shots. You've got a ginger shot with a bit of apple, lemon, and apple cider vinegar.
So that's ginger, fresh ginger, liquidized?
Exactly. No, actually, sort of juice in this case.
Yeah.
So a very small portion, and then one which is called the Power Up, which is full of cayenne pepper as well. So if anyone needs a bit of a wake up, like a healthy wake up, this is the way to actually do it: is get a natural shot full of awesome natural ingredients, antioxidants, and all kinds of things, but a good wake up call, because I think we.
But I'm still going to be hungry after
Yes,
that.
this is just snacky. This is complete snacky, TGIF kind of stuff.
I'm still going to be hungry, even though it's a snack.
No, so this is not all we do.
Okay.
So we do sort of food, we do smoothies, we do snacks, we've got all kinds of things. We've got a huge range of meals. So what happens is the average person goes onto our website, they order, usually probably the first time they order from us is a 21-day challenge. And you get 54 meals and 44 smoothies, you get snacks and all kinds of extra things as well. That gets delivered to your house in one go generally. You stock it all in your freezer, you defrost 2 days worth in your fridge at all times, and you've got good food. And you just heat it up, and you've always got good food available. Portion controlled, very, very tasty. And I think that's the important thing, is everyone has this sort of feeling that healthy food is going to be disgusting. And we always have people saying, will it taste good? I want to call this full-flavored, healthy, convenient food, and that's what it really is.
Yeah, because what you don't want is that healthy meal that you prepared on the weekend and a nice packet of chips. Especially slop chips with vinegar and
that just goes.
You can't have that kind of choice.
No, and you've got to have some balance as well. You can't have a choice, because unfortunately that's always going to win initially. I think people think that I'm born with certain sort of taste, like I will like that taste of food, or I like my chips and my burgers and my pizza, and there is place for those. But you've trained yourself to like sort of burgers, pizza, and chips, and all the junk food. As soon as you train yourself off those things, and often we do this 21-day no bread, no sugar challenge, and we get you off all the sugar, off all the bread, off all the junk. What happens then? You find people after about 3 days to 7 days automatically readjust their actual taste buds.
Okay, so now there are other people in this field. I mean, a lot of Discovery rewards you if you go to Pick and Pay and you buy certain things. Woolworths, I was told by a dietitian, their soups are really good. There's not no bad things in those soups and so on. So there's competition
out there.
So how do you compete with the Woolworths and the Pick and Pay? How do you get into the people's minds and consciousness? And what about the costs?
Well, okay, what we've done, we've actually done a huge job of getting into people's minds. And I think sort of social media really is the new way to get out there. Social media, people share, discuss. It's a very open platform. So we basically have, I think we're leaders in social media. We've got about 220,000 people following us on social media now. So we've pushed very hard on social media, online channels. We answer every single question online, and we create lots of sort of discussion. So what we've done is we've just got out there and said, here you are, for sort of 3,800 Rand roughly. You can come online, order your 21-day challenge. We send you everything in one go, or in 2 deliveries as well if you want. You stock your freezer and go for it. And so how do we compete with them? I guess we've got a full solution. Everyone else gives you sort of one little meal here, or one part of the actual plan, one part of the puzzle. We give you the whole puzzle in one go.
So yours is a 21-day plan?
That's our main thing. So we also do lifestyle as well. So, but the Kickstart thing is an actual 21-day plan. So you come on board, you get a 21-day to sort of kickstart your actual life, because you've got to have a starting point to change your life. We believe in the whole eat clean ethos, and to us that means no man-made chemicals, no preservatives, no additives, no added sugars, no junk, good quality meats and those kind of things. So that's how we do it. We put it together in a package, you get it in one go, and then you decide, well, let me go for the convenience thing, because healthy food should be convenient.
So would you offer, would one of your meals, say, have 120 grams of rubbed steak with no fat on it, a slice of rye bread, which is very good for you in terms of fiber and no sugar, and some nice vegetables or salad? Is that a meal in your...
Not a meal. Okay, so at the moment there's actually sort of no bread in our range at all. We just keep you off because it's too easy to eat bread anyway, and there are some good breads out there, but you have to limit them. So our meals are things like boerewors breedie, with sweet potato mash and beans. There's Thai curries, green Thai curries, red Thai curries. We've got cottage pie made with cauliflower mash, but it is really delicious. We've got so many awesome meals, boboties.
Are they more expensive than Woolworths as an example?
No, actually, I'd say in general, we sort of either similar or even cheaper sometimes than most of them.
So there's a fascinating article in the edition of Fin Week on this.
There is this
week. We can direct you to that.
Yes.
And I suppose if we Google Fit Chef, we'll find all the stuff.
You'll find us everywhere, basically, yes.
Well, I'm a bit worried by the little shooters that you take at tea time.
You're going to join me, aren't you? And take one.
Not quite yet. Still working. You know. I don't want to get too hyped up. Well, that is the co-founder and CEO of Fit Chef, Wayne Kaminski.